What is going on? I'm going through a park, well actually a miniature skate park. I don't know if you can see any of that stuff. But you guys are going to come with me and I'll give you a bit of an update on what's going on with me. Since my last video, I think I've moved probably 3 or 4 times, which is a pain in the ass, but that's what happens when you have a casual meth smoker as a landlord, I suppose, so don't fall into any of that shit. I'm no longer playing in any bands. I will be, within the next few months, I'm sure, be releasing some heavier stuff with some guys from a different province, but that's not really a full-time band or anything, and when that comes out, I'm sure you guys will hear about it. Since my last video, I've become somewhat of a professional body piercer, which is a pretty good gig, but I don't feel that my first apprenticeship was very good, and I'm kind of pursuing a second one right now so I can feel a bit better about where my skill level is, and it's not exactly a job you can half-ass, so I want to learn a bit more, learn from somebody who's a little bit more passionate and has a bit more time. Fuck. There's no quiet places to shoot a video around here, so if you hear fucking people screaming and dogs barking and cars driving, I apologize. So yeah, moved a bunch, no bands, body piercing. Yeah, I don't know. Life has been pretty crazy lately, so I haven't been posting a whole lot. I apologize for that. Some bad news since my last few videos. We've had to make some pretty major sacrifices in terms of animals that we owned because of the living situation. Grima no longer lives with us. There was a skink enthusiast from Medicine Hat, Alberta, and he knew everything there is to know about them. He had a giant enclosure ready to go, and I was in the middle of being kicked out of my living space for no apparent fucking reason. So I decided that guy would give this little creature a really awesome home compared to what I could offer him, and I felt that was fair. So he's going to that guy's place, and I'm sure he'll be spoiled rotten by that guy. That guy seems to know his stuff. The worst news is that my monitor lizard, Boris, if any of you guys saw him on my Instagram and Facebook or whatever, big old monitor lizard, he was, just about as long as I am. He just died somewhat recently. We don't know why. It was either some sort of pre-existing issue because of his previous owners mistreating him, or it was like some sort of impaction issue, like with his digestive system. I don't really think it was that, because his routine seemed relatively normal, and it may or may not have been something like cancer that we just couldn't see, because he had plenty of muscle on him. He was very active, very alert, not lethargic. He was eating, everything was normal, so we have no reason to believe that there was anything really wrong with him. So that's a huge bummer. Just finished building him his second enclosure too, and it was really nice, but whatever. All I can do is be glad that I had him for the time that I did. Maybe I'll post a photo or two of him so you guys that haven't seen him can see him, because he was really cool. He was my best buddy for a while. We don't have a dog anymore. We still have one of our cats. So just because of this whole moving situation over and over again, you can't be that selfish when it comes to animals. You got to do what's fair for them. So we have one cat, and it's just me, Janessa, and Skylar. Or if you guys are wondering who Skylar is, every time I posted a photo of her on Instagram, her nickname is Pie. So in case you guys are wondering, I think in the next little while here, depending on what you guys have to say about this particular video, I'd like to frequent YouTube a little bit more, because I actually really enjoy editing video and photos. I think it's fun, and it's something I'm not totally garbage at, so I think I'll keep doing that a little bit more often. As of lately, I've just been working and training a lot, and right now, you guys can't really tell because it's nighttime, but I have a really gnarly sunburn from a kayak fishing trip last weekend. I haven't been wearing my jewelry as a result, and not to mention I've been training a lot, and the big ears get in the way of that. So whether it's kickboxing or whatever, it's just a little bit less to worry about. My expensive jewelry isn't falling out of my ears and smashing on the ground every 3 seconds while I'm throwing bombs at my opponent. So I'm sorry this isn't an ear stretching video, but I can only do the same video a few times before it gets old. So if there's anything in terms of piercing expansion or ears that you guys want to hear about, feel free to leave a comment and tell me exactly what it is you guys want to learn or what you want to hear about, because I'm not exactly sure what it is you guys want, because as somebody who didn't intend on having thousands of subscribers over the stretched years, I don't know exactly what kind of videos you guys would like to see. I know there's a lot of stretched ear channels that are dedicated almost exclusively that, but I don't even know how those guys come up with a video every other day. There's only so much you can talk about with stretched ears. So I'm interested in quite a few other things aside from piercing expansion and all those types of things. And once it becomes a job, and when you're a body piercer it is a job, you don't just go out of your way to talk about it anymore, because it's part of your job. Same thing with anything. A lot of car enthusiasts become mechanics and all of a sudden they fucking hate cars, right? I'm not saying I hate piercings, but you know what I'm saying. Lately I've been fishing a lot. Just went to Tobin Lake, Saskatchewan with Janessa and my uncle Jason. He's got a place out there and he's got a really awesome spot down by the lake. So did a ton of fishing there. Went around on the lake with his giant boat. Maybe I'll post a picture of that in the video. And did a lot of kayaking. Caught a relatively decent pike. It was pretty fun. Went for a bit of a ride on the lake with him pulling me, so he was pretty big. Here's a picture of that. Yeah, so aside from martial arts and fishing and kayaking and camping adventures, you guys should just let me know what you guys want to see, because I like to think that my lifestyle is relatively active. Whatever it is that you guys want video of, just let me know. I don't know exactly what I'm doing with this YouTube channel, and if you guys want to help me figure out what direction to take it in, that'd be nice, because you're the only reason I'm making the video. I'm sure there's lots of different things I could be doing. I was thinking about doing a couple Let's Plays, because I have everything I need to do a few of those. Some PC games. If you guys have any suggestions on games that you'd like me to play through or play a part of or whatever, let me know. I plan on picking up a GoPro in the next little while here, so once I grab one of those, any of my camping, fishing adventures are going to be really, really fun. With all that being said, you guys can post comments down below with anything you guys want me to post about or anything you guys want to be a part of. And yeah, we'll start hitting this whole YouTube thing a little bit harder over the next few months and see what happens.